Creating a commercial is tough, especially when you don't have a large crew. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of how we brought this commercial to life with just 2 people. If you're new here, my name is Travaughn and I'm a freelance cinematographer. On this channel we discuss filmmaking gear, lighting techniques, and behind the scenes and breakdowns of some of my projects. For this particular project, Mac Fox sent me their e-bike in exchange for social media photos and a video. They really didn't give me any requirements, they just really let me do my own thing, and I really appreciate it when brands let creators do their own thing. Big shout out to them. Going in, I knew I would need help to film this commercial because I needed to actually be in the video. And it would require movement, so a tripod wouldn't cut it. So I reached out to my guy Michael Butler Jr., who's another solid DP in the area, and he was down to help out. So I took on the role of director. When filming commercials or any projects with a very small team, pre-production is crucial. Honestly, pre-production is probably the most important step regardless of how big or small the crew is. Here's what my pre-production looked like for this particular project. We started with the mood board. I wanted this to be a fast-paced montage, but still have a movie-like feel. I'm a big fan of the show Top Boy, so my intentions were to go for those type of vibes. From there, I drafted the storyboard. The storyboard is just a step-by-step visual of what you want the final edit to look like. It's a great way to communicate your vision with the crew members involved, which in this case, I sent this to my DP, and the only question he had was, what's in the bag? What you're looking at now is a pre-production dashboard that I created in Notion to help me streamline my pre-production process. You can do pre-production anywhere, in your notes app or in a journal. I just built something that works for me. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. With pre-production out of the way, we were ready to film. And I promise we ended up picking what had to be the coldest day in January. I mean, it was cold. It's like super cold. I trusted Mike with the location scout and choosing which locations were best for which scene, and he really delivered. He really knows the city like the back of his hands. The locations for the shots were exactly the vibes that I had in mind. Here's a little of the behind the scenes of us trying to nail some of the shots. We kind of drifted away from the storyboard just a little because of some of the things that were showing in frame, but it all worked out. One of the reasons I like working in small crews is being able to adapt to certain situations without the need to get permission from however many people above you that's also involved.
Like that. Bro.
One thing that surprised me while filming this commercial is how well the DJI cameras held up, especially the Pocket 3. Mike was able to safely drive his car while also holding it out of the window. The subject tracking did the rest. At one point I went behind the trolley and it still kept me in frame when I bounced back out. Post-production on this project was a breeze because we did all of the hard work in pre-production. I knew exactly what the final product was supposed to look like and the music had already been selected. The only thing that I had to find was sound effects to bring everything to life. For the most part, all the sound effects came from Epidemic Sound. Now, one thing about filming with 4 different cameras is that you also have to color grade 4 different cameras to match. I initially thought it was going to be a difficult process, but it ended up being pretty smooth. The DJI cameras all have 10-bit color and DC dynamic range, so to match them with the A7S III, it worked out pretty well. I color graded all of these clips using Concrete Jungle from my balanced LUT pack. You can find a link in the description below if you want to find out more about those. I really had fun creating this project, and I want to say thank you again to Mike for helping me out. I really couldn't have done it without you, bro. It was like a breath of fresh air being able to step away from client work and being able to create something on my own. Now when Mac Fox sent me this bike, I know I just didn't want to do a standard video going over how fast it goes or how long the battery life is. Those are things you can just look up online. I really wanted to show the product in use and have fun with it. So yeah, that was that. Until next time, peace.